Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hailey with Hailey Stitches, and I am starting a brand new project today and want to take you all along with me. So I am participating in the Fall 2021 Puzzle Mystery Quilt through Cotton Cuts, and I am so thankful that they reached out and wanted me to participate in the quilt along. The Fall 2021 theme is Olympia because of the Olympics. So the Puzzle Mystery Quilt is similar to a Block of the Month program, however, it is not a block that you're going to be making each month. You're going to get a set of instructions to piece together several different sections of the quilt, and it's not going to look like your traditional square block. And then at the end, you'll get the layout and you'll be able to lay everything out and it will reveal what the quilt looks like. So I love this idea. I love the surprise at the end, and it's fun to piece together things that are not your typical blocks. I love how unique the program is. If you want to learn more about the Puzzle Mystery Quilt, you can check out my link in the description. It'll head over to their website and you can get more information. So the fabric that I am using is the Nadia fabric. So each of their little fabric sets all have a different name, and mine look like this if we get zoomed up close. The fabric line is called Little Town by Amy Sinibaldi for Art Gallery Fabrics, and it has kind of a holiday theme. So that's really exciting. I've never done a holiday quilt before, so I am excited to finish it and then have it ready for the holiday season next year. Throughout the quilt along, I am going to hang on to this pamphlet that came with my clue number 1 because this is going to show me what fabrics are what. Because they offer a bunch of different fabric choices, they label the fabrics as like A, B, and C instead of what the actual fabrics are. So this is going to help me know what fabric is what as I go along. So if you're participating or will participate, make sure to hang on to this pamphlet because it'll be really important so that you know what fabric goes where. So today I'm going to show you how to piece together clue number 1. So let's get started. Before we get started, I did want to mention this extra that comes in with your clue 1 fabric. So it is a fun little extra competition that Cotton Cuts is doing with the Puzzle Mystery Quilt. So it's called Sew for the Gold. And what it is a little competition. So you can take all of these Olympic color fabrics, and these are the colors of the Olympic rings, and just put your own take on the Olympic rings. So it can be something really small, something a little bit bigger. You can mix in your own fabric from your stash, but you just want to make your own interpretation of the Olympic symbol. And then how you enter the competition is you're going to use the hashtag #SewForTheGold, and you're going to post it on social media. They're going to announce a gold, silver, and bronze medalists, and then you just want to be sure that you submit this by August 31st, and they're going to announce the winners on September 3rd. So it's a fun little extra. If you want to participate, it is completely optional, but you could win a fun little prize. And I'm already thinking of a bunch of different ideas for what I'm going to do. Hopefully by the next video, I'll have this complete so I can show you guys what mine will look like. Clue 1 is broken up into 3 different parts. So we'll be doing part 1A, 1B, and 1C. So to get started, we're going to work on 1A. So to do this, you want to grab one of your A fabrics, so this large triangle, and then 2 of your F fabrics, so this smaller triangle. And then you want to lay them out as a flying geese. So we are going to make 4 of these flying geese units. And the really nice thing about this pre-cut fabric is that the tips of the triangles are already trimmed for us. So when we piece this together and iron it open, we won't have to worry about those little dog ears out here. We won't have to trim those. So there's not going to be any trimming or any cutting needed, which I love. So let's go ahead and make 4 flying geese. The first step in making the flying geese is to attach the small triangle to the large triangle. So to do that, you just want to line it up here and then stitch with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This entire quilt will be stitched with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then you can press it open, and we want to press to the outside. So be sure to press to the outside fabric. Pressing is going to be really important in this quilt because we're making it in small little sections. So just make sure that you're following the pressing instructions as best that you can so that it assembles really easily at the end. So the next step in your flying geese is to attach the second triangle. So we want to piece this side exactly the same way. So line up your triangles, and then you will do a 1/4 inch seam allowance and press to the outside. So once you do that, you're going to end up with a flying geese unit that looks like this. So we should have 4 of these flying geese units in total. And the next step is to add a fabric C. So this is what my fabric C looks like, and I'm going to add it to the left. So we're just going to piece these together with our 1/4 inch seam and then press to the C fabric. So make sure that we're pressing that way. And once we have that all done, we have our final section 1A unit that looks like this. So 2 of these are going to be used for section 1A, so you can label those and set them aside, and 2 of them are going to be used later on in the Clue 1 pattern. So label 2 of these, set them aside, you are done with them, and then keep the other 2 on hand because we're going to add to them to make the unit larger. Now that we have section 1A complete, we're going to move on to section 1B. So the first step for section 1B is to create 4 more flying geese. So we're going to make them exactly the same way that we did for section 1A. We're going to use that large triangle, the fabric A in the middle, and then the 2 fabric Fs on the outside. And we're going to press the seams to the outside. And then we're going to attach a fabric C, and we're going to attach it to the right side this time. So we're going to fold this over and then stitch our 1/4 inch seam there, and then fold it back over and press to the outside. So we're going to do this for all 4 of our flying geese. This is what our pieced section 1B will look like when it's all finished. We do have 4 of these that look exactly the same. So we're going to take 2 of them and set them aside so we can label these section 1B. These are completely done. And then the other 2 we're going to use in section 1C of the pattern. So we're going to keep these on hand. Before we get started on section 1C, I just want to make sure that we're all organized and we have everything together. So far we've completed 2 section 1A blocks that look like this, and we completed 2 section 1B blocks that look like this. So make sure again that you label each of these and set them aside. We are all done with those. And then we will have 2 section 1A blocks left over and 2 section 1B blocks left over. So this is what we are starting with when we move into section 1C. To get started with section 1C, we are going to take our section 1A unit. So again, that's the one with the flying geese on the right side. And we're going to add a fabric A. So this is what this section will look like. So we're going to flip this over, stitch a 1/4 inch along here, and then press towards the A fabric. And we're going to make 2 of these. This is what step 1 looks like when it's all complete, and we should have 2 of these that look exactly the same. And next we're just going to be doing the reverse. So this is the leftover section from section 1B, and then we're going to add our A fabric to the left side and then piece this together, and we're going to make 2 of these. This is what step 2 looks like when it's all complete, and we will have 2 of these when we're done. Now we can piece together step 3 of section 1C. So we want to take our first piece that has fabric C on the left side and A on the right side, and then we are going to line up our fabric D. And on the bottom, we're going to take our second fabric. So this has the reverse, and we're going to flip it like this. So it kind of makes a diamond shape. And I can't get it all in frame, but you'll be able to see it once it's pieced together. So we want to make sure that our C fabrics are lined up on the left side and our A fabrics are lined up on the right side. So to piece this together, what you will do is flip the middle one over and then do your 1/4 inch seam, and then you're going to do the exact same thing. So once these 2 are pieced here, You're going to flip the bottom one over and then do the 1/4 inch seam allowance. And we will end up with 2 of these once they are completely pieced. This is what section 1C looks like when it's all pieced together. And then for this one, you just want to make sure that you're pressing the seams to the center of your piece. So this is what it looks like all at the end. So at the end of clue 1, you will have 3 different sections of pieced together blocks. So this is what section A will look like, and you'll have 2 of these. And then this is section B, you'll have 2 of these. And this is section C, and you will have 2 of these. And that is how you piece together clue number 1 of the 2021 Olympia Puzzle Mystery Quilt. If you want more information about this program, you can check out my link in the description below. You can also follow me on Instagram because I'll be posting some updated photos of the quilt as I work on it. If you're participating in the Puzzle Mystery Quilt, I would love to know, so please comment below and let me know if you're participating and what fabric you chose. If you liked today's video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more quilting and cross-stitch videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all next time. Bye!